Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. I bet you don't have any of these vinyl records, except for maybe 2 or 3 of them. Let me know in the comment section below when I show them here. And there are some interesting ones this time. There usually are some. And most of these I bought for $1. First up, in my last video, I said that there were about 15 different albums by this artist in the record store I was at, and here's one of them. Another one by John Stewart. Interesting cover. Blondes. There's the back. So let me know if you have this in your vinyl or CD collection. It's on a label I've never heard of before, Line Records. Next up, I've become a big fan of at least his late 60s, early 70s albums. I have, I think, five, you know, I've always loved Stevie Wonder, but just never owned his albums. And this one, I think this is a, must be a greatest hits, yeah. Original Musicarium 1. Was there a number 2? It's there. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the albums. The only ones I don't have at the moment are Songs in the Key of Life and The Secret Life of Plants. But those other ones I have. On the Motown label, yep, of course. Now this is interesting because I've heard of this band, but I've never seen this album, ever. It's Horseslip's Dance Hall Sweethearts. Let me know if you have this. I'm going to try and guess the year. I'll say 1971, 1974 on the RCA label. Now this is a Canadian artist. He had some success here in Canada. I'm not sure about elsewhere. Let me know if you've heard of Murray McLaughlin. And this is Boulevard. From the 70s. Gatefold. Not sure of the label. Attic, maybe. Oh, True North. You always find this artist albums in the cutout bins. Not that, you know, his early albums are great, but later ones, maybe not so much. Rod Stewart. And I guess, is it self-titled? That's all it says, is Rod Stewart. Warner Brothers label. Let's see if I know any of these songs. Every Beat of My Heart. I guess that was the big hit. Oh, and he does the Beatles in My Life. Next up, another album by Neil Diamond. I've never heard this. I don't mind Neil Diamond. Moods. Looks like he's in a mood. Song Sung Blue. Porcupine Pie. On the custom label, Uni Records. It comes with this. I don't know if it's a poster or a booklet. Oh, this is, that's interesting because I had his tap, what's it called? Yeah, taproot manuscript. And the inside, the gatefold, was blank. And this is it. I bet some of you have this. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Elvis's Gold Records Volume 2. One of the most famous album covers ever. RCA, yep. This one's in pretty bad shape, but it is Paul Revere and the Raiders. I like them. Here They Come. So is this must be their debut album on Columbia. Yeah, Columbia Records. So that would be, what year would this be? Maybe 1965? My dad had this. I did like some old country, you know, my dad's record collection back in the 60s. So I played this and I enjoyed some of it. Johnny Horton's greatest hits, North to Alaska. And he actually looked a bit like my dad. That's kind of what my dad looked like in the 60s. And of course, Battle of New Orleans on the Columbia record label. More Gordon Lightfoot. This is Did She Mention My Name? No, she didn't. It's on who? Now, most of these are dollar records from Chumley's in Belleville, Ontario, but there's 3 or 4 that cost me $2.99 at Value Village in Belleville, and they're ridiculous prices because this was $2.99 and it's all scratched up. The dollar ones aren't in this bad. I don't know if you can see, but they should be selling some of these for like $1 on the United Artists label. There you go. Next up, how about some Phil Collins from the Buster original motion picture soundtrack. I never did see that movie. On the Atlantic record label. Now this is an interesting one. I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name. I've never pronounced it before. Jim Capelletti, is that how you say it? He was in the band, of course, Traffic. Some Come Running. Let me know if you have this in your collection. Pretty cool cover. Back cover. On the Island record label. Six more to go. Greg Kihn Band, and then the album's called Conspiracy. I get it. There they are. I'm sure a handful of you have this album. Not sure what label. It's on the Is it Berserkly? That's the label Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers were on. Oh yeah, Jeopardy. How about some good old Burt Bacharach? Includes Close to You and One Less Bell to Answer. It's a gatefold. On A&M Records. Now, the reason I got this one, it was only $1, but Helen Reddy, Love Song for Jeffrey. And there's the YouTube channel, The Midnight Special. And I think the early shows of The Midnight Special were the best, including Sparks back in 1974. That's where I discovered Sparks. But then she became the host later on, and it was just nothing against Helen Reddy, but it was just a bit too much Helen Reddy on The Midnight Special. On the Capitol label. I am woman, hear me roar. Oh, another one from my dad's record collection. I loved his music. Roger Miller, Golden Hits. King of the Road, and Dang Me, and Chug-a-Lug, You Can't Roller Skate in a Buffalo Herd. England Swings in the Summertime. Attaboy Girl. Very Talented. On Smash Records. How about some Captain and Tennille, Make Your Move. Dear old Dragon looks so happy. The big hit on this was Do That To Me One More Time. That's what she said. On the Casablanca label. And as always, if you enjoy these videos, please remember to leave a comment below and like the video. And if you see the hype thing, please hype it. I'd appreciate that. The final one, this one's a cool one, because I love Nilsson. And this is, I've never had this album though, A Little Touch of Schmilson in the Night. And he's doing cover songs. Gatefold. RCA. Yep. Here it is. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. For those that watched the whole video. For those that didn't, shame on you. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.